Breaking news for you from Eritrea and Ethiopia. Two news stories basically. Is Eritrea turning into a center of arms smuggling? Are arms smuggling networks operating through Eritrea, through Eritrean government, Eritrean military? Secondly, Ethiopian PM met with political parties in Addis Ababa today. He said that he wants to create democratic environment in the country, and he believes in uh, accepting opposition parties as legitimate competitors. Does he walk his talk or does he just tell lies? Uh, let's start from Eritrea viewers. According to a news source, Eritrea is turning into uh, a member of arms smuggling network to provide weapons to a neighboring country. The news source claims that a former military chief of a neighboring country visited Eritrea recently. And after that, some arms shipments arrived in Eritrea by sea, and the arms were delivered to a neighboring country. I'm talking about Sudan, where a war has been ongoing for the last 2 years between Rapid Support Forces led by Hamdan Dagalo and Abdul Fattah al Burhan, the military chief. RSF is backed by the UAE, and Sudanese military is backed by Egypt and the Eritrean government. Ethiopia, it's an ally of the UAE rulers. That is why Ethiopia is also seen as pro RSF. Eritrea has been supporting Sudanese military in the form of training fighters who are fighting on Sudanese military side. Eritrea has been involved in deploying its naval forces to Port Sudan. But after warning from RSF, after drone strikes by RSF on Port Sudan, Eritrea withdrew its navy. And then Hamdan Dagalo directly warned Eritrea, accusing Eritrea of interfering in Sudanese civil war. We know that Sudanese military relocated its fighter jets and bombers to Eritrea a few weeks ago after RSF conducted multiple drone strikes on Port Sudan. So, Eritrea is supporting Sudanese military led by Abdul Fattah al Burhan. Now, reports are coming in that Sudanese military is buying weapons through Eritrea. That Salah Ghosh visited Eritrea recently. Salah Ghosh is former Sudanese military chief. He was a key man when Sudan was under the rule of Umar al-Bashir. Umar al-Bashir removed, but Salah Ghosh is still important, very influential in Sudan. People say he's running a network of arms smuggling in the region. Salah Ghosh visited Eritrea in May last month, reportedly. And after that, some weapon shipments arrived in Eritrea by sea. And from there, the weapon shipments were taken to Sudan to be given to the Sudanese military, the sources claim. Sudan can buy weapons directly to Sudanese military, can buy weapons directly to weapon shipments can be delivered through Port Sudan. There are some issues. Firstly, Port Sudan is not safe now, keeping in view that RSF is conducting drone strikes. Port Sudan is now within reach of RSF forces. RSF hit Port Sudan port and airport area last month when it conducted dozens of strikes in Port Sudan. Port Sudan is not safe. And secondly, those countries which are selling weapons to the Sudanese military, sometimes they want to keep their identity hidden. They don't want to supply weapons directly to the military. That is why they prefer to supply weapons through Eritrea. Middle Eastern countries could be involved in selling weapons to Sudanese government. I think Turkey and Iran have been supplying weapons to Sudanese military in the past. Egypt also providing weapons, but Egypt shares a border with Sudan, so it can deliver weapons to Sudanese military anytime. Eritrea will have to be very careful because Hamdan Dagalo directly threatened Isaias Afwerki, president, a few days ago. And if this arms shipments continue entering Sudan through Eritrea, RSF could take action against the Eritrean government or against Eritrean interests in the region. Secondly, words Pima Abiy, Ethiopian Prime Minister, met with political parties today, and after that he published a statement. The Prime Minister talked about opening up of political space in 2018 when he took office. He said that he wants to create democratic environment in the country, and he treats opposition parties as legitimate competitors. That is why he held a meeting with political parties, because he wants to gather input from them. He wants to know their concerns. He wants to address their concerns. This is how democracy works, that government and opposition should work together. Who participated in this meeting? Did any genuine opposition party participate? The pictures released by state media show, firstly, Getachew Reda sitting in front row. Getachew is now leading a political party, Tigray Democratic Solidarity. Party is yet to be fully registered. It has been issued preliminary registration certificate, but it's yet to be fully registered. Blatemola was there too, Nama party leader. Nama is split now. Rasalan Chane does not recognize Blatemola as Nama chief. And Rasalan Chane could form a new political party. Birhanu Eregawi was there. I think he is founder of Tigray Democratic Party, with no influence in Tigray whatsoever, but he formed this party years ago. So these were the leaders seen in this meeting. Obviously, Brahmanaga was there too, Azima party leader. Azima, Nama, Getachew's party, all are part of the government. The Prime Minister of Ethiopia's government is not allowing opposition political parties to carry out political activities peacefully in the country. This is what I've been seeing since I started covering Ethiopia, since 2020. Opposition parties are not allowed. Genuine opposition party. Rather, this government, this ruling prosperity party, create divisions in opposition parties. TPLF, PP tried to divide TPLF. It somewhat succeeded. And Getachew, India, others split. They formed Tigray Democratic Solidarity. TPLF now unrecognized as a political party because it is refusing to accept new registration. It wants restoration of status. ONLF split. Abdiman Made removed. Government-backed Kalbi Dahaga is leading ONLF, which will be recognized by NEBE. Real ONLF or part of ONLF led by Abdiman Made won't be recognized by NEBE to contest election. OFC, OLF, they've been complaining that they're not being allowed to carry out any activities. They say next election is futile. No point in holding election when Opposition parties are not allowed to carry out activities. The office closed. A few days ago, OLF got control of its office in Addis Ababa. There are workers in prisons. Which opposition is the Prime Minister talking about? Friendly opposition, which he wants. Opposition like Bahanega's party, like Blatemola's party. This is not what democracy is. This ruling party does not believe in true democratic values. It discourages, it crushes opposition parties, it creates divisions in opposition parties, it tries to engage opposition parties behind the scenes, it offers them different, it makes them different offers to join the government. This is what opposition is for the government. And opposition parties are correct when they say that election will produce no results. It will lead to no change if the government does not allow genuine opposition parties to work in the country. Thank you for watching.